Hello and welcome to your Vedic lunar scope for today, the 4th of May 2015. This is your full moon Vedic lunar scope with the moon full in the nakshatra of Vishakha. And the full moon is going to take place at about 4:42 in the morning London time on the 4th. For those of you who are on the east coast of the US, that'll be about a quarter to midnight your time the night before on the 3rd. Central time will be 10:42. Mountain time will be 9:42. And on the West Coast, it'll be about 8:42. So once again, at about a quarter to 5 in the morning UK time, the moon is full in the nakshatra of Vishakha. Let's talk a little bit about the energies that play themselves out within Vishakha nakshatra. Vishakha has, I should say, conflicting forces that play themselves out within it. I was trying to think of the right way to actually phrase that. There are these things in Vedic philosophy that are called the gunas, and they are what composes all of creation. All of creation is actually composed of the interaction between these forces. One is called rajas, which is the energy of movement, very racy energy, can also be very passionate energy. The other is tamas, and tamas is very dense energy. It's the energy of inertia, things that tend to come up against us or to work against us. Mars is considered a tamasic planet, interestingly enough. You'd think that Mars would be rajasic. I just wanted to point that out to you so you'd understand a little bit more about the nature of tamas. And then there's sattva. Sattva is balance. It's the balance. Now, all three of these forces are necessary in terms of interaction. And within Vishakha, all three of these forces are at play. Vishakha is also represented by two deities, one being Indra, the king of the gods, and the other being Agni, the fire god. So the whole thing of a concept of a noble personality that can be born from a purification process is something that's very notable here. I'm giving you some symbolism so you can make sense of this energy. Also, Vishakha is sometimes symbolized by a potter's wheel, where the center of the wheel is still, but on the outer wheel there's the movement and the hands mold the clay. So they're quite literally, with Vishakha, is an energy of allowing oneself to be molded. A process of purification is taking place or has been taking place. And it's important to understand the interaction between the rajasic energy, the tamasic energy, and the sattvic energy. The foundation of Vishakha is in the tamasic energy. It's that stillness, that steadiness. Then building upon that is the sattvic energy, the energy of balance and being able to see clearly. And then the rajasic energy, or taking action in this particular case, because Vishakha is a Dharma nakshatra and always has as its interest, pardon me, got a little tongue twisted there, right action, taking the right action at the right moment. Now, the energy of the day is suggestive as it is carrying on from the heels of the previous day of needing to go very deeply into something. But there is more of a eureka moment that is happening through this particular energy. There's a knowing that is rising within, and a knowing that maybe doesn't make you feel quite so comfortable and fills you with a yearning and a striving for something that is indefinable to you. And that desire to pursue something indefinable cannot be ignored. And you begin to go through a process of self-exploration, which carries you even deeper and deeper into a recognition of the particular potential that is available within the moment. The lunar day today is the full moon Purnima. That's the last day of the bright half of the moon before the moon starts in its waning process. And there is a quiet confidence that is tied in with this particular energy, even though there may also be mental unrest that ties in with it. And that may sound conflicting, but the confidence is in the knowing. You can still be irritated about something, but still feel confident in what you know. Okay, and that's more of what I'm trying to express through that. Then the solar lunar yoga for today is Vyatipata. It's still the one carrying over from yesterday because we're looking at very early in the morning on the 4th at the time that the full moon is happening. And Vyatipata tends to bring an energy of calamity or chaos to a situation. So there's been a need to go into a very deep chaotic energy, and there's a very deep chaotic and passionate energy that's associated with this full moon, as we would expect with any moon that is full within the sign of Scorpio. And the moon is in an inimical sign here and does not necessarily feel quite so happy, although the moon is very strong within this particular sector of the sky because the moon is full. So the moon is full, has a lot of strength, but still doesn't feel quite so happy. So there's a yearning, a pining, but there's also knowledge, wisdom, understanding. The purification is complete, and now the next step in the action is becoming set in your mind. And what does it take next? Well, just taking those appropriate steps. This has just been a brief look at the particular lunar energies of the day. If you would like a little bit more of an in-depth look at your particular chart in relation either to this full moon energy or to any other energy, or even if you just have a particular question, there are a vast range of astrological services that are available through my website, person-to-person consultations, which are interactive using this tool that I'm talking to you through now. Also personalized video reports, which are recorded as a monologue using the same tool, and written reports, all available through the Astrological Services page. There should be a link further down on this YouTube video. If not, there's one in the description area of this page. And please subscribe to my YouTube page if you haven't yet already. There is a subscribe link in the bottom right-hand corner of this video. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for the full moon in Vishakha for the 4th of May, 2015. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.